Thank you very much, Dennis. I hope everybody enjoyed that. And we now move to the next part of our webinar today, and it's about workshops and panel discussions. So we have four different speakers, and they'll be showing a mixture of videos and they will be live performances. So first of all, we've got, just to give you an idea of the four organisations, we've got Shine, we've got the Samaritans, we've got the Cork Traveller Visibility Group, and we've got Link. Now, the first speaker will be Emily Daly from Shine. She is the Regional Information and Support Officer. Now, unfortunately, Emily is not well, so she actually has a piece that's recorded, so we will be playing that for you now. Any questions and answers that you might have for Emily or Shine, please send them through the chat box and we will forward them on to Emily, and she will then answer them once she's feeling a bit better. All right, so I'll just leave it to Dennis there to start that video for Emily.
Hello, my name is Emily Daly. First, I'd like to take this opportunity to extend a huge gratitude to everybody who's attended this online event today. It's a great step to reach out for support and hopefully learn something new that you can apply on a day-to-day basis. I work with the national organisation Shine. Shine provides support services for people affected by mental health, promoting individual and family recovery. My role within Shine is the Information and Support Officer based in Cork, covering Cork City and County. My role includes providing support calls, one-to-one individual support meetings, support groups and recovery education programs. In Cork, there's the Resource Centre services and the counselling service. If you feel you'd like to reach out to Shine to find out more information about the services and to have a conversation about your own unique support needs, please feel free to reach out on 086 852 5755. All details and information relating to Shine services will be in the Community Services section at the end of this online event. Mental health and self-care are really, really important on a day-to-day basis. When I think of mental health, I think of hope and I think of resilience. I think of holding hope for myself, my loved ones, for people who've accessed the service in the past, for people who are currently accessing the service, and for people who will access the service in the future. Holding hope for ourselves and for other people is really important. When we hold the hope, it gives us that inner strength to reach out for support, to feel connected, to open up and to have a conversation about what's really going on for us, how our mental health is impacted, and what our next steps are, and who we can reach out to for support. Also, when I think of mental health, I think of resilience. I believe that we're all really resilient, that we have an inner resilience. When we think of the last few months during the pandemic, people have been extremely resilient. Our bounce back ability has been amazing. There are times when life has ups and life has downs. It's our bounce back ability that's really important. We hold the hope and learn new resilience techniques, then we can apply these on a day-to-day basis to promote our own unique recovery in mental health. Self-care to me means it's the smaller things we do on a day-to-day basis. It's the morning routine, it's the cup of coffee, it's phoning a friend, it's going out for a spin, going for a walk. It's the day-to-day basic things that can promote self-care and mental health and recovery. Thank you for listening. I hope you really, really enjoyed this event. I'm now going to play a clip in regards to resilience, and hopefully you might pick up a tool or technique that you can apply to you. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the event. Take care. Today, I'm going to introduce resilience. Being resilient means our capacity to recover quickly from life's difficulties. You may be finding it additionally challenging to cope during this time, but know that you are doing the best that you can. Taking note of day-to-day positive moments and tasks can be of huge benefit. You can take something good out of being at home, at work, whatever your own unique situation may be. We all cope in different ways that make sense to us and work for us. Perhaps you're trying new ways to think positively, feel good, and act in a positive, healthy way. Resilient skills can be learned and practiced. So now let's just take a look at the characteristics of resilient people that you can apply. Resilient people are aware of the situation, their emotional reactions, and the behaviour of those around them. While we cannot avoid setbacks in life, we can remain open, flexible, and willing to adapt to change. It is important to feel as if we have the power to make choices that will affect our situation, our ability to cope, and our future. Aim for long-term goals while you tick off and enjoy the short-term goals. Resilient people are able to calmly and rationally look at the problem and envisage a successful solution. During this challenging time, it is important to have people who can offer support that you can talk to. It is essential to see yourself as a survivor. While the situation may be unavoidable or perhaps unappealing, you can still stay focused on a positive outcome. Be gentle with yourself. While you ask yourself, can you roll with change? What are your current choices and plans? Are you open to change if needed? While being resourceful is an important part of resilience, it is also essential to know when to ask for help. Just reach out. We have just looked at some of the characteristics of resilient people. Can you identify one or more of these characteristics for yourself? Take a moment for yourself. Take a deep breath and just be. I hope you got something just for you. Thank you for listening. You can contact Shine for support and information through the website www.shine.ie. Wishing you all the best.
Hi, my name is Megs, and today I'm going to talk to you about resilience. What is resilience? Resilience is to be able to bounce back and cope with the different things that happens in our lives. And in the last few months, we all have had to find an inner resilience. We all had to find this inner strength to keep us going. At the start of lockdown, one of my hobbies is making puzzles. So I went out, bought 3 or 4 puzzles, thinking that that's what I will be doing to keep me balanced, is to sit down and do my puzzles, but it wasn't. I went outside of my comfort zone. I found other things. I went on Zoom. I went to recovery colleges on Zoom. I met more people. I had other connections. And then I found other people would tell you what they found as aids. So I found that very helpful. I then went on to meditation. You will all find you have an inner strength. It's just to tap into it. But I do have one piece of advice for me to find that inner strength during the lockdown and during any situation. I believe that you have to push yourself. You have to go outside of your comfort zone. And when you do go outside of your comfort zone, it can be absolutely amazing. And for me, that's what happened during lockdown. I went outside of my comfort zone. I have met people on Zoom. We're all still connecting because that's the way moving forward. So resilience, we all have this inner resilience. It's just to tap into it. And I think actually you become more self-aware of your surroundings, what you can control and what you can do. You can't control everything. There are certain things that are out of our control. And we have to learn that to tell ourselves that. And we also have to tell ourselves that this too will pass and we will all get back to some kind of normality in the near future. Thank you.
So we've just looked at an introduction to resilience. Resilience is part of the SHINE Recovery Education Programme Taking Control. If you'd like more information on that particular programme, you can contact us directly in SHINE. So when we're looking at resilience, we're very much talking about setbacks in life and how we can respond and deal with those setbacks. It's our bounce back ability. It's how quickly we can recover from challenges and difficulties. When we look at resilience, we can start by looking at our own self-awareness. And our own self-awareness is about getting to know ourselves better and asking ourselves some key questions like, what am I good at? What's positive in my life? What supports have I in my life? So when we become more self-aware, we'll be able to respond more quickly to certain situations and circumstances in our lives. I would like to share with you some tools and techniques that you can learn and practice to become more resilient in your own life. So the first one is to look at awareness. So it's awareness of ourselves, awareness of our emotions, and awareness of our surroundings and situation. So when we become more aware, we'll be able to react more effectively. That's going to be positive for ourselves. We can practice awareness on a day-to-day basis. So for some people, that awareness is to check in with yourself in the morning to see how you're feeling, to see how you're doing. It's to journal, it's to read, it's to practice mindfulness. So there's lots of ways that we can become more aware. The second thing is to understand that setbacks do happen in life. And when we practice resilience, it's to have that understanding that things will happen in our lives, but that when we learn how to become more resilient, that our bounce back ability will be more quickly. We can move on to the next step and achieve our goals in life with that understanding. The third tip I'd like to share with you is asking for help. So it's to be in a position to ask for help and to reach out. Resilient people are very resourceful and have huge inner strength, but it's very important that we do reach out. We all have setbacks in life and we all have to work on our mental health on a day-to-day basis. So to reach out to talk to a friend, a family member, a neighbour, a colleague, to a support organisation like SHINE can be very important at different stages of your life. And it's important to know that there are support services out there that you can reach out to while you're practicing and learning resilience tools and techniques on a day-to-day basis. That asking for help is always an important support to have. So thank you for listening, and what I'd like to do is to leave you with a quote by Emily Dickinson called Hope. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, I'm here to ask. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you and take care.
Thank you very much to Emily. As I said, unfortunately, Emily isn't well today. So if you do have questions, please do send them through and we can forward them on to Emily and she'll answer them in her own time.